What's up, guys? I am Matt, back with Affordable Vape TV. Today we're going to be taking a look at another quad coil build. This is a vertical build in here. 6 wraps, 26 gauge can thaw out of the wire box. It is reading at 0.15. We got it at like 60 watts, kind of low. That's okay. This build's really nice, high vapor production. Really good on over wicking. You got the wicks coming straight up from the top, so you can drip straight down into this wide bore drip tip right there, that chuff cap. Really nice. So yeah, we're gonna dive on down, check it out. I'll show you the build. I'll have a little dialogue as we go along. We'll check in on every process, show you how everything's supposed to look. We'll come back up, vape on her a little bit, and yeah, I hope you guys like the video. I like this build a lot. It hits really well, keeps a lot of juice inside your addy, so you're not constantly having to drip. A lot of wick in here, a lot of wire, really nice. Yeah, 0.15, it's hitting real good. We're at 3 volts, it's alright. Right here we got some Robert Mondavi Private Selection Cabernet we're sipping on tonight. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Let's dive on down, check this build out, come back up. I'll give you my my closing statements on it, and yeah, thanks for tuning into Affordable Vape TV. Alright, so it gets your 4 strands of 26 gauge can thaw, 6 inches a piece. Wrap these in reverse, as you see here with the coiler. And we're going to do 6 wraps. Do that with each one. Alright, beautiful. On to the next. 6 wraps in reverse. Now remember, with these coilers, always guide the coil very smoothly. It does have an issue with overlapping if you try to get too, if you try to wrap them too fast or too tight. So right here, just straightening out the coils, cleaning them up a little bit. Once we get them on the posts, we'll fire them and clean up any imperfections that happened while the wrapping process was being done. And this is a 2mm screwdriver. That was a 2mm coiler we were using. And here is our atomizer mount with the velocity deck. We're going to load in the bottoms first. Alright. And you're going to twist it vertically. Make sure they're nice and centered. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bend the leads backwards to hold them in place, because you can't screw down yet. See how I did that? Alright, now put in the other side of the bottom. And put your screwdriver back in, just to guide it. Face them vertically, hold them in place. Get those nice and tight in there. You're going to bend your leads back just to hold them in place. Once these leads are bent back, you can start to fasten them down with your Allen key. And you want these to be as symmetrical as possible on both sides, so make sure you're holding them. Perfect. Fasten them down, not too tight. You don't want to clip the leads. Perfect. Just make sure everything's form is correct. That looks good. We're going to put our leads back. We're going to clip them off. fitting there. That looks good. It's a good starting point right there. Now continue with the top. Repeat the process you did on the bottom. Alright, so just stick your lead in on the top. Put your screwdriver through both coils to make sure they're lined up correctly. And repeat the process on the other side. Insert your screwdriver, line it up with the bottom coil, get it perfect, get it nice and tight in there, wrap those leads back. That looks good. Screw those down in place. Perfect. Remember, not too tight. Alright, that looks good. Put those leads back, snip them off. Very nice. Try to form them a little bit. Make sure everything is nice and symmetrical. Check that out. That looks good. Alright. Looks nice and symmetrical. Like I said, we'll fix any kind of imperfections once we do the pulsing and heating. Grab your atomizer, throw it on. Check your wattage. 0.14 on the resistance. We got it at about 40 watts, I think. Remember, just pulse these. Not too much, just a little bit of heat and pinching is going to get these things to sit perfectly. Alright, once you get all the coils nice and tight, you're going to start to try to fire them, get them all working evenly. That top one is having a little trouble. Strum it to separate just a little bit. You want all four of these coils to be firing in unison at the same temperature. It's really important. So we're almost there. Just kind of play with them a little bit until you get them all glowing red perfectly together. That one still needs a little love. And we got it. That looks pretty good right there. Maybe a little bit more. That looks good. Alright. Okay, now get your wick out. We're going to be using cotton bacon for this. Yourself a nice little thin piece. This is very good cotton. You can find this on Amazon or probably at local vape shops. It's already been pre-boiled. Alright, try to get the two wicks as symmetrical as possible. You want them to be wicking at the same rate, just so you're not getting hot spots on one side of the build. Try to pinch them down a little bit, not too much. You don't want to compress the cotton too much. Now you're going to lead in from the top, twist it around, try to dig out that bottom piece with a small screwdriver. We need to push it in just a little bit more here. Alright, that looks good. Pull that down. Good, good. That looks good. Let's go with our other piece. Roll it up. Nice and firm. Looks good. You're going to twist with a downward motion to get it to drive to the well. Flip it out just a little bit here, a little bit more. That looks good. Grab our tweezers, pull that through. That looks good. And chop these top pieces off just to get them symmetrical. You don't need too much cotton up at the top, just a little head piece so you can wick off of it. Alright, now cut your bottom leads of the wick. Maybe just a little bit more here. Alright, that looks good. Start to fluff out that bottom wick. You're going to want that nice and loose so that the wick is spread all across the bottom. dripping into there. You want it to just suck all of the juice that you put into that well straight up into that wick. So it's important to have it nice and laid out evenly in the bottom of the well. Fluff the tops a little bit. Now this lead on the right seems to be a little bit thick, so we'll take care of that in a minute. We'll trim off a little bit off the top just to get it to even out. Maybe just a little bit more. Take off some small bits, kind of just pruning it a little bit here. That looks good. We'll start to juice. We're going to be using some Misdemeanor Sandra D. It's a local company I really like. It is a peach kiwi custard. Very nice. Now you're going to want to get this thing nice and saturated. Start on the top, get those shaft pieces, drip into the well. The initial wick wetting is very important in this stage. You don't want any kind of dry cotton. You'll burn it as soon as you start to fire. That looks good. Put your top cap on. This is the velocity deck, by the way. She's good to go. Shed a little light in there. See how nice and juicy it is. Very important. And now we're at 0.15. Very good. Alright guys, we're back on top of the quad coil vertical build. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I did wrong or things you'd like shown more specifically. I tried to get some good focus in on everything. I try to take pauses and show up close what's going on with the build step by step. I saw some comments of the last build I did where people were asking me to be more descriptive and show things a little bit more up close, so that's hopefully what I did this time. Let me know if I hit it. But yeah, thanks again for watching. I appreciate that. We just hit over 100 subscribers, which is really cool. This channel is pretty new. It's been taking a backseat a little bit because I got a second job. The baby's been born. Been really busy lately. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying with us. I promise we'll have more and more videos coming up. Also check out the vlog. Got a new camera the other day, really cool, like waterproof, shockproof, freeze-proof, dustproof camera. So we're doing some underwater shooting and stuff like that, and a lot of real cool adventure style stuff this coming summer after school is over. Can't wait for the semester to be over. It's almost over. Got 4 weeks left. Got about like 6 projects left to do. 5 finals. It's just going crazy right now. 2 jobs, a baby, a wife. It's just, my schedule is just all over the place right now. So thank you for being patient with us, and thank you for tuning into Affordable Vape TV. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Go to kazaa.org, sign the petition, get in the know about our hobby. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Tell your friends. Leave something down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see built, what you want to see reviewed. I got some new products on the back shelf over here that I haven't even reviewed yet. Gonna get to that stuff. But yeah, we're having fun over here. Affordable Vape TV is alive and well. In case you guys are wondering, it's been a little bit since we put out a video. But yeah, once again, thank you for tuning in with us, and keep on vaping.